Welcome back to Sunday Night in America. June 19th, 1865, troops arrived in Galveston, Texas to offer the most fundamental of all rights, freedom. It had been 2.5 years since the Emancipation Proclamation. It had been almost 90 years since we declared all men are created equal. So Juneteenth is a celebration of freedom. It's a reminder of the pain of the past, the progress of today, and the promise of tomorrow. Our next guest has lived all three, the pain, the progress, and the promise. Dr. Ben Carson is a former HUD Secretary, former presidential candidate, and a retired neurosurgeon. Dr. Carson, you and I had a chance to visit recently on my podcast, and I was struck by your desire, your affirmative desire to accentuate the positive of where we are today.
Exactly. There's so much progress that has been made. First of all, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Such an important part of every family. But, you know, Juneteenth is so important because it actually officially recognizes the emancipation of the slaves. And slavery was a horrible, horrible thing. There's no question about it. But I think we need to recognize that slavery has been a part of virtually every civilization since there's been written history. And we in America have actually done something that no one else really did. And that is, we had so many people who were opposed to it that we fought a civil war, a bloody civil war, lost a large portion of our population to get rid of this evil. And that says something about this nation as a people. We're not all the same. We have lots of different opinions. But the overall tendency was to move toward freedom and justice for people. So this is what we need to be teaching our children, and we need to enhance that. We need to learn from that. We need to build on that, rather than going back and dredging up every negative thing that we can find and saying that that's who we are and that we can't get away from it.
You know, Dr. Carson, you put your finger on it, something that has always kind of vexed me, which is history and pain are both great teachers. But what's the right way to look at the pain of yesterday for many Americans and kind of balance that with where we are today? You don't want to overemphasize one and de-emphasize another, but there has to be a balance. How do you strike the balance?
Well, I think you have to be truthful. You have to be truthful about our history. Because remember, your history is what gives you your identity. And your identity is that thing upon which your beliefs are built. So if you disrupt that chain, then you become sort of like a leaf blowing in the wind. You don't really have a foundation. So you can learn from both good and from bad. And that's what wise people do. They don't try to cover all the bad up or rewrite the bad. They learn from the bad. And they definitely build on the good. And that's why we have these sophisticated brains that allow us to extract information from the past, integrate it with information from the present, and project it into the future. We have the ability to plan a year, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years in advance because of the complexity of our brains. We don't have to just sit around and react like an animal.
Well, you know more about the complexity of the human brain than probably anyone else, certainly more than I do. Here's what I do believe, that there's a hunger among people of good conscience to kind of live out Dr. King's challenge, which is to judge one another solely by the content of our character and nothing else. So how can we do a better job of that, of kind of doing what he encouraged us to do many, many decades ago?
Well, I think we have to look at what's going on, and we have to be proactive in teaching, particularly our young people, about it. That's why at American Cornerstone, we have the Little Patriots program, and we've got a new book called Red, White, and Blue. Our flag is important to me and you. And we want our young children to start understanding from a very early stage why we have a flag. What does it represent? What do those 13 stripes represent? What do those 50 stars represent? Why the red, white, and blue? Why do we use those colors? And about the people who have fought so hard to give us the freedoms that we have. people don't appreciate our freedoms. It'd be very nice if a lot of the people who are complaining today about the United States could go and live in some other parts of the world for a little while. And then I think they would have a tremendous appreciation of the freedom we have and why it is so vitally important for us to not only understand it, but to protect it for those who are coming behind us, and particularly for our young people. And I encourage people to go to our website also, littlepatriotslearning.com, beautiful illustrated cartoon lessons about our history and what should be and how we should look at it, both the good, the bad, and the ugly, but in a very positive light. And it's free of charge because of people who have donated, and because the proceeds of things like the book Red, White, and Blue go to create more programs.
Dr. Ben Carson, thank you for joining us. Happy Father's Day. And I would be remiss, even though it is Father's Day, without making mention of the role your mother played in your life and in your education. Thank you for joining us on a Sunday night. Look forward to visiting with you soon.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.